What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in the building with another banger, man. So, as you can see by the looks of the title and the screen today, I am bringing it back to 2K22, but on current gen. Now, I got a very special build in store for y'all. Gonna be one of the best and fastest guards that you're gonna be seeing all year, especially with a rare build name. And we're also gonna be able to get park dunks at 99 overall, depending on how you make it. So, man, the build is going to be called the two-way shot creator. Before we get any further, I just want to go ahead and say thank you, God, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you for the support. I just need y'all to know that I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And, man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Anybody who wants to join the Rich Gang family, RGF, just go ahead and be sure to turn on post notifications, but go ahead and hit that like button. I would appreciate it if we can get at least 50 likes on this video. Be sure to share it with your family and friends. And now let's go ahead and get into the making of this build. So the very first thing that you want to go ahead and do, of course, is put this build under the shooting guard position. Now, I know you can make it out of the point guard, but I'm telling you, when it comes down to the shooting guard, this is absolutely going to be the best way to go about it. Now, when it comes down to the pie chart, a two-way shot creator, you obviously are going to want to have some shooting as well as some defense in it. So we're not going to go with the one that's split right down the middle. We're actually going to go with one that's going to have a lot more shooting than the defensive end. And that's going to be really good, especially when this build turns out how it's going to come. So as you can see right here, we're going to go ahead and pick the one right here, a little bit more green than the red. But honestly, this one on the defensive end is still going to be a really solid one to pick from. Now, I know you can make it out of multiple pie charts, so if you go ahead and find it out of a different one, just go ahead and let me know in the comment section, and I most definitely will bring that to y'all. Also, if you have any builds yourself that you want to see on this channel, go ahead and comment down below, and I most definitely will make it if y'all give me the details. You can always hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, it does not matter. But when it comes down to the physical profile, here is where things are going to get even better. So a lot of people like to pick the very first one, and you can go ahead and do that, getting the 99 speed no matter what you make this height at. But if you go with this one right here, it's really going to help you out when it comes down to the defensive end, but also especially more so when it comes down to all around. Now, the reason why I went with this one with the 84 speed, 82 acceleration, and 81 vertical is only because I like the balance that it comes with. And like I said, we're going to be able to get the park dunks, so the vertical is really going to help you out with that. Now, when it comes down to the finishing end, I'm going to go with the close shot of 83. Driving layup going to be a 74, and the driving dunk is going to go up to a 70. Now, we're not going to be able to get any more than one badge right here, but honestly, let's go ahead and check out the shooting. I'm telling you, this part of the build is going to be very overpowered. So as you can see, mid-range shot going to be a 90, three-point shot an 89, free throw 91, and then just for badge purposes, I'm actually going to go ahead and put my post fade all the way up to where we get 26 badges at an 83. And right here, I'm telling you, that is going to be a really good setup to start with. Now, when it comes down to the playmaking, you're not going to get as many playmaking badges as you normally would want out of a guard build, but with this one, you're still going to be able to get some of the badges that you really need. So go ahead and put that pass accuracy to a 76, ball handle 74, and you're going to end up with 9 playmaking badges. But let's go ahead and check out the defense right here. As you can see, we did get a lot of badges when it comes down to the shooting, and we also picked the pie chart that does have defense in it, so that means we're going to be getting a good amount of badges here. Go ahead and max out that perimeter defense, lateral quickness, steal, and then when it comes down to the rest of these attributes, what you want to go ahead and do is when it comes down to the offensive rebound, put this to a 51, and then put the rest into the defensive at a 74, and you're going to be able to get 18 defensive badges on this guard build. Now, you're going to be able to shoot, play elite defense, and still dribble if you know how to dribble with just a few badges. For me personally, this would be a goated rare build. Remember, it's called a two-way shot creator. It's more so for the build name and also what it comes with. And remember, look at that 70 driving dunk. We're also going to be able to get the park dunks unlocked, which is even better. Now, if you feel like making any changes to this build, you definitely can do so, but again, I see why you wouldn't, because this build is made perfectly, in my opinion. That's just the way that I see it. I'm telling you, I went back and forth with these stats, trying to make the best build possible, and I finally decided on one. So, when it comes to the body shape, I'm going to go with Define, but you can go ahead and pick any other one that you like of your choosing. When it comes down to the height, though, This is a very crucial part of this build. So if you go with 6 feet exactly or 6'1", you're going to be able to get the 99 speed. And that's also with the +4 that you get from 99 as well as the gym rat badge. You can definitely go with 6 feet on this build or 6'1", but honestly, I wanted to go ahead and try to make this build the tallest that you can possible. However, if you do go with 6'1" or 6 feet and follow everything else when it comes down to the height, the weight, the wingspan, you're going to be able to unlock the lockdown takeover. But if you decide to go with 6'2", go ahead and drop the weight to the lowest. You can go ahead and actually raise it all the way up to about 169, 170, just to where it does not affect your physicals. And then, like I said, when it comes down to the wingspan, just be sure that your driving dunk is at the least a 66. If you go anything lower than that, you're not going to be able to get the park dunks unlocked at 99 overall. And as you can see right here, with the +4, we're going to have a 70 driving dunk, which is going to allow us to get those. And honestly, that makes a huge difference when it comes down to this build on the finishing end. So you're still going to be able to get some really nice animations out of this build. If you decide to go with the 6'1" or 6 feet version, you can definitely go ahead and get that lockdown takeover if you follow the rest of the stats as well. But again, we got the sharpshooting takeover as well as the shot creating. I'm going to go with the shot creating just to break ankles. And as y'all can see, we have made the two-way shot creator build. I really love the comparison of Donovan Mitchell. I'm going to go ahead and use him for the thumbnail actually. So if y'all seen the thumbnail, just go ahead and drop a like. Let me know if y'all thought it was fire. I work really hard on my craft, and I just need y'all to know that I put every amount of effort that I possibly can when it comes to bringing these bangers for y'all. So really quick, let's just go ahead and take a look at what this build is going to be looking like once you add boost, get it to 99, and all that good stuff. So really quick, we did choose the shot creating takeover, which means even in takeover, you're still going to be able to maintain a 99 mid-range shot, 3-point shot, free throw, and a post fade. So with this build, you're actually going to be able to post up, especially really helpful when it comes down to guarding 1v1 on this build. I'm telling you, especially with that defensive end, you are really going to be able to do a lot of special things on this build. 18 badges for a 6'2 build. Remember, you're also going to be able to get the park dunks. That is probably my favorite thing about this build. A lot of other builds tend not to get some slashing animations, and honestly, I can say I have gotten myself some really nice animations when it comes down to the park dunks. Some of them really give you contact dunks. It really just comes down to how your build is made and how you are playing yourself. But remember also, with this build, you're going to get somewhere around a 97 speed once it's all said and done. Your vertical pretty much going to be a 90. Acceleration will be in the high 90s. This build, I'm telling you, really slept on, especially when it comes down to what these stats are looking like. You're still going to be able to speed boost, so you don't need to worry about that. And then when it comes down to the badge setup, you can always adjust based off your playing style as well as what you feel comfortable with. So let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to go with the finishing. There's two badges that I would consider on this build. One would be posterizer or fearless finisher. I would keep on fearless finisher until you get that 70 driving dunk. Then you get the park dunks, and then you could go ahead and put on posterizer. But until then, I'm going to leave it as is. Now, when it comes to the playmaking, there are a couple different setups that you can run. First, you definitely want to go ahead and put on gold handles for days as well as quick first step. Now from here, you really got to be smart with what you make the last badge to be. For me, I would go with gold or silver quick chain, and then from there, if you wanted to go about this a different way, you can really go ahead and take off the silver and go ahead and put bronze badges anywhere else, or you can go ahead and leave it on silver and then put on one bronze badge. That's really going to be helpful. But now let's just go ahead and get into the end of this build when it comes down to the defense. So we actually get a good amount of badges here as well, which is going to be very helpful in our hands. I'm going to go with clamps, hustler, rim protector, intimidator, and then chase down artist. From there, I'm going to leave it up to y'all, but I'm going to go with a couple of bronze badges just to my liking. Now let's go ahead and finish it off with the shooting. We got 26 badges to work with. So for me, I'm going to go with hot zone, hunter. Then from there, you cannot forget about Chef as well. Both of these are going to be on the Hall of Fame. And then from there, I'm also going to go ahead and add in blinders. Now, also remember, when it comes down to our shooting stats, we do have 99. So go crazy with the badges. Try out different ones. This is really going to be helpful because that means you're going to be able to test out certain badges. And honestly, that is why I decided to go ahead and put on Chef. I'm also going to go ahead and add in Circus 3s. But for the last silver badge, I would highly recommend going with corner specialist best. And then from here, if you wanted to, you can decide on what badge you want to go with last. If you want to spread the wealth, you definitely can do so, but this is the setup that I would be running. As you can see, this is really solid all around. If you wanted to, you can make your own adjustments. But now let's just go ahead and take a quick look. We're going to end it off with 1 finishing badge, 26 shooting, 9 playmaking, and then 18 defensive. Again, man, I just got to say thank God for giving me this opportunity. Thank y'all for being here, showing y'all support. It means so much to me. I just need y'all to know that I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. And y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Anybody who wants to join the Rich Gang family, RGF, just be sure to go ahead and turn on post notifications. But also hit that like button. I would appreciate if we can get at least 50 likes on this banger. Be sure to share it with your family and friends. And last but not least, man, with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Thank God and Rich out.